Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pharmahealthtalk. My name is George. I'm a pharmacist and host, convener of Pharmahealthtalk. Um, I'm quite excited to have everyone join me this evening, wherever you are watching me from. And on this live session, it's actually a webinar session on one of the webinars that we started in November. Now, for the purpose of those that are joining us newly, who probably are not familiar with us, Pharma Health Talk is a social platform where we bring online health and well-being information. And this is actually created to help promote awareness about illness and disease conditions and to provide health information tips, health advice, promote public health, and also help people to make informed decisions about their health. Yeah, so this webinar has been created to help our community actually during the pandemic to help our community make informed decisions about how they can use their immune system to, in combination with other public health advices to fight the coronavirus causing COVID-19. So basically, what we're saying in essence is that your immune system is actually being researched to help, with the fight against the coronavirus causing COVID-19. So basically, this webinar series started in November last year. And in November, we actually discussed about sustaining a healthy immune system using seeds nutrition. And in December, we facilitated another one, which was healthy and tasty food choices on budget. And in January, we put together another one tagged losing weight and keeping in shape. And this evening, we're looking at fitness classes. And basically what we're looking at, this fitness classes has been separated or segregated into two sessions. Now, tonight, I'll actually be going through with you a pre-recorded webinar by Paula Mohin, who is actually facilitated some of the webinar series. And also another session will be coming up live via Zoom next week, Wednesday, the 10th of February at 6 p.m. UK GMT. Now, and in March 2021, which is next month, we're looking at a healthy cooking session with ACS Health Solution Limited. They are makers of Salad Master cooking wares. So guys, on our website, on our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, we have all these webinar sessions all uploaded. Please familiarize yourselves with them. There are quite a lot of information that you can, benefit from this webinar series that have been put together. Yeah, so quite excited. I had my first jab of the coronavirus vaccine last month in January. Yeah, and what I can share with you is that, yeah, in the past few weeks, I have remained myself. So we need to demyth, all those myths and also get over all the conspiracy theories out there. Well, not to tell a lie, I actually didn't feel very well a few days when I had the jab, but I think, or I suppose that is quite, natural for when you have something newly coming into your system. And in this case, it is a vaccine that is coming into my body. And It is a messenger RNA vaccine, and basically this actually do not cross into the nucleus where the DNA is located or the DNA resides. So there is no cause for alarm that this will actually replicate my DNA for anybody wherever they are. And so that is one of the myths busted. This is an mRNA vaccine, which actually do not have potential of crossing into the nucleus of your body system to affect your DNA at all. So if you're called upon, I think for now, that is what we have. The vaccines are being rolled out. And I think at the minute in the UK, about 11 million people have been vaccinated, I think. So wherever you're watching from, Africa, Asia, US, Canada, the Pacific, wherever, please, when you're called upon, that is the only way to protect ourselves. So, and like I said before, on Pharmahealthtalk, we promote health. We make people aware of how to, make informed decisions about their health. Also, we do quite a lot of public health campaign as well. So tonight, not to waste our time and to just get straight on, now we have fitness class. And like I said before, this has actually been segregated into two components. The first component is the one that we're having tonight, which is a webinar session that has been pre-recorded. And next week, Wednesday, we go, we join Paula via a Zoom session at 6 p.m. Details of this will be shared with you at the end of this session. Excuse me. Now, the objectives of this session is number one, to help people participate, and appreciate the benefits of physical activity, and also to demonstrate physical activity to everyone who is joining us via Zoom class, with details to follow later, which I said earlier on. So yeah, basically, why should I be physically active? Why should we get active? Why should we participate in exercises? Now, regular physical activity, it's essential for our healthy being. Being physically active will help us to stay strong, and also as we grow older, it can help us stay independent. Now, don't forget that there are quite a few campaigns out there that people should get active. About 150 minutes of activity is being recommended per week. Now, activity will make it easier for you to move around. It will help, it will help you with non-communicable disease such as diabetes, blood pressure, and also, cholesterol levels. Now, the benefits of physical activity you actually get to hear from this webinar that I'll be playing in a few minutes, and the kind of physical activity that we should get or we can get engaged in. Physical activities such as walking, such as swimming, such as even cycling, have all been recommended. So 150 minutes activity, moderately intensive or moderate to intensity physical activity every week has been recommended, which is at least 3 days a week is being recommended for every adult. 2 days a week to strengthen your muscles, and 3 days a week, to help you engage in moderately intensive activity. Now, how you get to do this is what Paula will be explaining to us via the session, and it's actually loaded. It's about 18 minutes recorded, session, and I'll just ask that you pay attention, and also do not forget that by next week, Paula will also be demonstrating, the practical aspect of this fitness class. So guys, let's go into this session, and let us look at what kind of activity we can engage in, and what are the benefits of physical activity for her health and well-being. Aerobic exercise, muscle strengthening exercise, they are quite good for you. And especially in this period where we have lockdown, we cannot go to gym. Some of the gym, places have been locked due to lockdown restrictions in place. So what activities can you do at home to help you fight, diseases, to help you with to help you manage your disease conditions, and to also, prevent, certain non-communicable diseases, which also have been put as one of the healthy lifestyle choices, which is physical activity. So guys, let's go ahead and listen to Paula via this webinar session. At the end of the session, I'll come back. If you've got any questions, please post them. Paula will pick them up. Like I said, I'm a pharmacist. Paula is a nutritionist. She's a physiologist as well in the community. So she's done quite a lot of exercises, prescribed a lot of exercises for people in the community. So guys, let's go through this together. I hope each and everyone will have something tangible at the end of the session. Okay.
And keeping active session of the Health and Wellbeing Pharmahealthtalk group. Today we're going to talk about exercise and keeping active. At the moment, it's really, really difficult for everybody to get outside and to actually be active. So I'm going to give you some hints, some tips, and some ideas on how to keep active. And we're also going to run a free Zoom session for you. So I'll give you the details of that at the end. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm Paula. I'm a nutritionist, but I'm also a physiologist, and I run exercise classes in the community. So let's get started. Let's see what we're going to talk about today. Why is physical activity and exercise important to us? We all know it's important to us, but I'm just going to actually sort of recap on why it's so important. I'm going to talk about the different types of exercise. Not all exercises fit everybody. Everybody is different. Remember that. So one size does not fit all. I'm also going to give you some workout examples. So it's in writing for you and you can follow them. And I'm going to show you how you can do some combinations. And also after this session, there is a date and a code at the end where you can actually join me for a free Zoom exercise session where we will run through all of these and the combinations. And I'll do a really quick Q&A on any form of exercising. So let's get started. Why is physical activity important? As I said, everybody's bodies are different and each one of us has a different requirement. So never, ever compare yourself to others. You might want to get fit for medical reasons. You might want to get fit because you've had an injury. So just remember, we are all individuals. So pick what suits you. Now, research across the board has shown us that no matter how old we are, being physically active can actually boost so many things. It is like if you could put it into a pill, exercise would be a pill. It is a medicine. So it boosts self-esteem, our sleep quality. We sleep better when we've actually been active, our energy, and it reduces the risk of major illnesses. It helps in the reduction of things like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, stress, anxiety. So it actually does help us manage so many different things. So the next thing is really let's make sure that the activity that we choose fits into your lifestyle and it's right for you. So, that doesn't mean you have to do activity every single day of the week. Just do as much as you can based on your lifestyle and what you're trying to achieve. So if you have a goal in mind, write it down, take small steps with that goal and move forward. The NHS actually recommends 150 minutes of activity that raises your heart rate, your breath is faster and you feel warmer. So when they talk about it raises your heart rate and your breath faster is if you're going for a really quick walk with a friend, if you're still able to talk normally, you're not working hard enough, you're not getting your heart rate to work as quickly as it should be, and you're not elevating that, because what we're aiming to do is to get our cardiovascular system, which is our heart, our lungs, and our blood flowing. We need as much oxygen running through our body as we possibly can. So what are the different types of activity? There are so many different things that you can do. I've taken 4. Some people say there are 7, some people say there are 8. First one is aerobics. Aerobics is basically cardiovascular exercise. It means with oxygen, so breathing and heart rate will increase. So things like brisk walking, swimming, running, skipping, or even cycling. So as I said before, if you are going to go for a brisk walk with a friend, if you are still able to chat normally without getting slightly out of breath, you're not working your heart as much as you should be. So that's how you determine how much work you're doing aerobically. It doesn't have to be impact work. Swimming, running, a light jog will also increase your heart rate. Skipping on the spot will do the same thing, or jumping on your bike. Really important. The next one is, of course, muscle strength. Muscle strength, especially as we get older, is so important. So it's not just about how strong we are. It's not about muscle men. It's the ability to generate maximum muscle force while performing an exercise or an activity. And it could be getting up off the sofa. You have to be able to maximize your leg muscles. They have to be strong enough to be able to lift your body out of a chair, off a sofa, out of bed. Even if you're in the bath, we use muscle strength and force to get us up. Now, the exercises that you do to build muscle strength, push-ups are for your upper body, so from your waist up. Squats, lunges are all about your legs. And I'm going to teach you how to do those in our Zoom session. Crunches and stomach exercises, really important. What that is about is actually making sure that our core is strong. If our core is strong, our spine is strong. We have to support our backs and our lower backs, especially as we get older. Dips, bridge rises, and chair stands. I will show you all of these. They're just some examples. But just remember, muscle strength is all about supporting our spine, supporting every single part of our skeletal body and all of our joints, our muscles there to connect us to the rest of our body. Bone strength. Bone mass is so important. We all have different bone strengths, and as we get older, our bone mass, which is the mass of our bones, actually gets less and less, just a little bit as we get older. But you can actually work on that to actually ensure that you're not losing mass of your bones, things like osteoporosis. So bone mass is important as it helps reduce injury and falls. Weak bones means that our bodies are weaker and we are more prone to injury. So the aim is to do a combination of exercises that are weight bearing, and weight bearing is muscle exercises, also exercises that are flexibility, things like stair climbing and low impact aerobics, a light jog, a brisk walk. Anything that has some form of impact is really beneficial. And the last one that I think is really important is flexibility and stretching. So important. Because our bodies need to be supple. You could do all the aerobic work in the world and you could do muscle strength work, but if you're not able to move your joints in the range of motion of your joints, so your knees move in a certain direction, your ankles move in a certain direction, your shoulders move in a certain direction, and it also improves balance. Flexibility and stretching helps increase blood flow. It releases tension from our body, and flexibility allows us to lengthen our muscles and elongate our bodies so we actually stand up tall and we actually sit outside of our hip sockets and our knee joints, so we're not putting extra pressure on our joints and bones. Things like yoga, Pilates, static muscle stretches for our backs and hamstrings and quadriceps are so important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some ideas for aerobic exercises and muscle strength exercises and a little bit of a combination of both to ensure that you actually do get a really good overall workout, which is so important. Okay, let's talk about these workouts, okay? The first one, aerobic. We said we were going to talk about and work our heart and our lungs and get our blood flowing, get oxygen. The aim, it's an aim, you do not need to do this, is to do 3 sets of each of these exercises. And if you join me on the Zoom session, I will show you how to do all of these. So each exercise you perform for 30 seconds. Now, if that's too much, you can start at 15 seconds or 20 seconds or 10 seconds. So what you do is you do a light jog for 30 seconds, you rest for 15 seconds, and then you do star jumps for 30 seconds, and then you rest for 15 seconds. You do knee ups for 30 seconds and you rest for 15, and then you do sprints, or you can run up and down your stairs for 30 seconds. So because we're all at home, we have to find things that we can do at home. All of these exercises are all based on our body weight. Body weight training is so, so important. It is functional exercises and they're quite strong and they will actually help. So with aerobics, if you did 3 sets of that twice a week, you're actually getting more than enough work for your cardiovascular system. Your cardiovascular system, which is your heart and your lungs and your blood flow, really, all it really needs is about 2 to 3 minutes once or twice a week. That will actually help improve cardiovascular health. We're keeping them active. Your heart is a muscle. That muscle has to be worked. So give it a go. So remember, if you can't do 3 sets, do 2, or maybe do 1 and start with that. Okay? Strength. Strength is so important, like we talked about. It's all about supporting our spine, supporting our whole skeletal structure. So here we're going to look at doing 3 to 4 sets of each of them. And I've given you the repetitions of each exercise there, 8 to 10 for each. Some are 12 to 16. So the idea is to run through squats. I'll show you how to do those. And it's like sitting in a chair. If you have a chair, it's like sitting back into a chair. A long elongated lunge, really, really important. A push-up, really important for your upper back, for your chest, for your arms. Again, crunches, which is core exercises, 12 to 16 in each set. Dips, that's just turning over. It's also looking at functionality, but that's working your smaller muscle groups. And inchworms, which are like my down dog, which is a really good stretching exercise. The idea is to actually do these twice a week or once a week. You could do 1 aerobic with 1 strength a week. Don't do any more than 8 to 10 to start with. And then as you get stronger, you start adding weights. And it's all about doing the exercises properly. So as I said, if you're going to do a combination, if you think that aerobic is just a little bit, you could do a bit more and strength is not enough, why don't you combine the 2? So pick 1 aerobic exercise that you do for 30 seconds. Then you do 1 complete set of your strength training. You have a little rest, then you go back and do another one of your aerobic exercises, then you do strength, and then you go back again. So you do that 2 or 3 times, and you've actually done a really good complete workout. You've worked your muscles, because the range of activities I've given you there will work every single muscle in your body, and the aerobic will work your cardiovascular muscles. So that's combinations. So you can do any combinations that you like. And then if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, and once you've done level 1 and 2 of these for a while, do a challenge. The challenge is that you have 10 minutes to do 3 of the strength exercises properly. So I really hope that you guys can join me for the Zoom session so we can run through these, so you can have a look at how you're standing. Are your feet in the right position? Are we doing this properly? Does anything hurt? Because if it does, we change the exercise to suit you. So the 10 minutes one is a challenge. You do 10 minutes, and in that 10 minutes, you will do, like here, you will do 8 squats, then you will do 8 to 10 lunges. So then remember, lunges are each leg, and then you do 8 to 10 push-ups, and you keep going for 10 minutes in that circle. You do squats, lunges, push-ups, squats, lunge, and push-ups for 10 minutes, and then you rest. Or you could decide to do the crunches, the dips, and the inchworms for 10 minutes, and you just keep doing them over and over and over again for either 8 to 10 repetitions. So once you've mastered that one, at the beginning and at the end of your 10 minutes, you could add the aerobic workout. So there again, you've got a much harder body weight combination, but you are still working everything, your cardiovascular muscles with aerobic and your strength to support your body. So I'm hoping that you guys will be able to join me for the Zoom workout. The details are coming up. I will go through every single one of these exercises to make sure and ensure that you're doing them at home. Don't worry if you don't have any equipment. You don't need anything. All you will need is you, a towel, and some water. It won't take us more than 40 minutes, but it would be really, really lovely to actually see you all. So from me, remember, if this is new to you, I want you to seek some professional advice before exercising. If you have any concerns, or if you want to talk to me directly, please do so through George. Or if you have any medical conditions that you think might hinder some of this, or injuries. But if you're going to try these exercises at home, a couple of things to remember. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, and really out of breath, just stop and then speak to somebody before you start back up again, okay? If your joints hurt, or if you're out of breath and you're dizzy, you just stop. Start slowly, especially if this is new to you. As I said, you could do just the aerobic to start with once a week, and then start building on that base I've given you, because what I've given you is the base. Okay, aim to do 2 sessions a week. That is the goal. That is what you're going to aim to do. Through lockdown, we're all at home. Trust me, you can find 25 to 30 minutes a day to do a workout. Some people like to do it in the mornings, some people in the evening. So find the time that suits you. As you get stronger, you can add weights to the strength workout. So we add more body weight to it. So it's not just your own body weight. So only if the body weight work is easy and you've mastered the fundamentals. Now, if you need specific exercises, if you have any injuries or any back problems, please just let me know. Again, if you do that through George, that would be brilliant. And at the end of the day, you have to really find what suits you and what you enjoy. If you enjoy it, and once you get into it, you will feel all these really good endorphins. The endorphins, it's the feel-good hormone. It releases when you exercise. So half an hour, once or twice a week, and the benefits are just twofold for health overall. So for me, I would love for you guys to be able to join me for a live Zoom session to run through all of these exercises. It will be on Wednesday, the 10th of February at 6 p.m. I've given you a Zoom ID and a Zoom password, okay? All you need to do is log on to Zoom, join a meeting. I will be on there just before 6 o'clock. So this code should not be shared. It's only for this group. Once this session is over, the code will be null and void, okay? Don't share it. But if you've got family members that want to join you just to do this because you can't see them and you want to do something together, please join me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informative. And we are going to run through all of these. I'm going to run through all of this. I'm going to show you how to do squats properly. I'm going to show you how to do lunges properly. I'm going to show you variations on star jumps, knee ups, and light jogs. I mean, if you want to skip and you've got a skipping rope, bring it along. It will be fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on Wednesday, the 10th of February at 6 o'clock. So there's the Zoom ID and the password. If you've got any queries about this and you can't join me and you want to do the exercises, please just let us know and I can contact you one-on-one. Enjoy.
Yeah, welcome back. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm still your host, George, I'm a pharmacist, and there was Paula there. Paula is a nutritionist in the UK and also a physiologist. Just like she said there, on Wednesday, there's another session, which is completely free. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. It's via Zoom session, and the details to log on to the Zoom session will be provided on our platform on Facebook, on our website, and on our platform on Twitter, and on our platform even on Instagram. So guys, that was quite informative. It's all you need to know about physical activity. You don't need a gym. You can do this in the comfort of your homes, in the comfort of your garages, in the comfort of your back garden, in the comfort of your living room, you know, wherever. All you need is, like Paula said, is a towel and probably, you know, maybe your trainers and, you know, your fitness dress or whatever you might want to call them. So basically, on Wednesday, the 10th of February, Paula will actually be demonstrating to us, you know, some of these workouts and how you can, you know, do them without actually, you know, getting injured. And I also like to mention at this point that if you already have an underlying health condition, it is quite advisable that you seek your doctor's permission before you engage in any of these activities. Say, for example, you've had hip replacement, or you've had, you know, your disc, you know, you had disc fitted into your spine and some other physiological issues. Please speak to your doctor so you actually do not cause more damage to your health. Yeah, so this session has been very informative. Thank you very much, Bode. Well done. Well done. That was a comment by Adejoke Uthman, and also she Ms. Rim also saying thanks for sharing. And this session was informative. Yeah, this is all we do here on Pharma Health Talk. We help promote health and we raise awareness, you know, on health issues, and to help you make informed decisions about your health and well-being. Yeah, so still back on Paula's Zoom session on Wednesday. She's going to actually be showing us some stuff on aerobics and combination, and how you can also put all this together. Now, healthy eating, we've actually gone through all that, losing weight using seeds nutrition, and also this one, physical activity. Now, all these are building blocks of a healthier life, and it is therefore essential that in combination with healthy eating, you also stay active. You know, during this lockdown, during this pandemic, you know, the vaccine is not yet rolled out in some other countries, in some regions. But I mean, the only thing that people can do for now is to pay attention to the public health advice that has been put in place, such as personal hygiene, washing of hands with soap and water, maintaining social distancing, and also please help us share some of these videos on your platform. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitter. I mean, just Google Pharma Health Talk. That should come on to your screen. So thank you everyone that has joined. If you have any question, please put them in the comment section. If you have any questions, send an email to info@pharmahealthtalk.co.uk, or even send me a direct message on Pharma Health Talk Facebook Messenger. I promise to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, everyone that has joined once again. We hope to actually come again on Wednesday, and after Wednesday, there's another session in March, which is actually tagged Healthy Cooking Session with ACS Healthcare Solution Limited, and they are makers of Salad Masters cooking wares. So for everyone, thank you from me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Fola. Thank you, Annette. And thank you, everyone. Please share this video with your friends, and don't forget, on Wednesday, the 10th of February, 6 p.m., there's a Zoom live session with Paula, where she'll be demonstrating some of these workouts that she's talked about in this webinar series. I hope to see you again, and please watch out for the information on joining the Zoom session next week. Until I come your way again, thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.